Well, hello, Spider Wayne here. It is Saturday, April 26th, and today I'm going to install some new rubber on my Mini-Mate camper here. You know, there's quite a bit of information on the sides of all tires, and most people don't pay a whole lot of attention to much of it at all. There's a few things, just a couple things that are very important to me that I do pay attention to, and if you stick around, I'll explain what those are. Okay, first things first, I am not sponsored by anybody. I have no affiliations, and I bought these tires with my own money. Let's quickly just talk about why did I decide to buy tires this year. Well, the tires that came on my Mini-Mate, here's the spare, they've done the job. They've never let me down. I have no complaints about these tires. But I had concerns, and the one main concern was the speed rating. The speed rating of the original tires is 65 miles an hour at maximum. These tires, when I got them, there is no speed rating on the sidewall of these tires. And when it comes to small trailer tires, and I'll put up a picture here, if there is no speed rating on a trailer tire, then the maximum speed rating is 65 miles per hour. That's an industry standard. They don't have to put that on there, but that's the way it is for trailer tires. I've had these tires for 4 years. They're coming up 5 years old. And the industry standard for replacing tires is you should replace tires at 6 years old. Because tires get old, they dry out, and the physical evidence of drying out is dry rot or weather cracking. Yes, they're made in China, but they are significantly better than the original tires. And why is that? Well, a couple of reasons. The first thing is the original tires have what's called a load range B. B means it's a 4-ply rating. The new ones I found have a load range C, and C is a 6-ply rating. So this is a stronger, beefier tire, which means it has better impact resistance. So less likely of damaging the tire if I hit a pothole or a road hazard. But the main reason is this tire comes with a speed rating of M. And I'll show you these in a little bit here. But M speed rating means it's rated for up to 81 miles per hour sustained speed. So this is a much better tire. So I found these on Amazon. It cost me $69.97 for the pair, 2 of them, plus tax. So for me, it was about $75 for the pair. They came mounted, inflated, ready to go. And they came with one very pleasant surprise that I wasn't expecting. They have metal valve stems. Before I bought them, I did go to the vendor website just to check them out. They had pretty good reviews on Amazon, and so they've got a good website. It's www.ecustomrim.com. I'll put a little screen print up here about that. They sell a lot of tires, and they're out of Naples, Florida. And so I went and found these exact tires, and on their website, they wanted $51.97 per tire, and they gave you a discount if you bought 2 or more. So the discount brought it down to $46.77 per tire, which means for 2 tires, ordering direct from them, it would be $93.55. I got them on Amazon for $69.97. And it's from them. There isn't 2-day prime shipping on this, but both Amazon and their website said free shipping, and they both said 2 years warranty with free roadside assistance. But one of the first things I checked and looked for on these tires is the date code. So every tire, whether it's on your car, motorcycle, or the trailer tires, at the end of the tire serial number, also called the tire identification number, TIN, it's also called the DOT number. So where there's the DOT and the series of numbers and letters, at the end of it, and it's usually only on one side of the tire, mine, they both say they have a number of 4424, 4424. That's the date code. I've talked about this in a previous video. That means these tires were manufactured in the 44th week of 2024. So that's 8 weeks before the end of the year. That was early November, first week in November. I received these mid-March, so they're about 4 months old from the time of manufacture till the time I received them at my door. I'm happy with that. The other thing that's important to me on here is the speed rating code. So where do you find the speed rating if it's shown? It's usually right at the end of the tire size. It could be right underneath it, like on this tire. On these tires, there's a code 71M. That's two things in that 71M. You got two numbers, 71, and you got a speed rating M. The 71 is the load index. That, and I'll throw up a chart here, that load index does correlate to what's the maximum carrying capacity of the tire in pounds or kilograms. This picture I'm showing shows the 71M on the tire in the middle there. To the left is a speed rating chart. And I'll put a link down below for this speed rating chart. I'll put a link down below for the load index chart. So speed rating M means it's rated up to 81 miles per hour. One last piece of information that's on the side of the tire that doesn't concern me all that much, but some people are very concerned about where the tires were manufactured. That is on here. So in your DOT number, in your tire serial number, the first 3 digits is a factory code. That code represents the exact factory in a particular city of a particular country made by a particular manufacturer. You can look that up. And in this case, my first 3 digits are 15Y. Every factory in the world that manufactures tires is on this list. It's long, so you might have to scroll. But anyway, 15Y is made by a company called Tianjin Wanda Tire, and they're made in Tianjin, China. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to change these tires. I'm not going to videotape the whole thing. To jack up the trailer, you need something to jack it up with, and you need to take the lug nuts off. And just like changing a tire on your car, you want to loosen the lug nut bolts, which I have already, before you jack up the trailer. The tools that I need, and you're going to need, there's really only 2 and sort of maybe a third one. The first one is you need a 13/16 socket. Now I have a very special one here. This is a spark plug socket, a spark plug remover. The other is you need something to jack up the one of the corners. I use a screwdriver. By the way, Compact Camp, where I bought this, they weren't selling this particular tool I'm about to talk about at the time I bought this 4 years ago, but they sell it today. It's called a jack stand rod handle. It is a round 1/2-inch steel rod, 12 inches long, and it'll do what I've been doing with this screwdriver. Let's get on to changing these tires over. I'll just do the one side because there's a little trick to it. The first thing you need to do is the lugs have a plastic cap, which really just kind of protect the lug nut and the lugs from the weather. You got to pull those off. And if they're kind of stuck on there, you got to be gentle. You might need some pliers to just pluck them off. So they're off. Like I said, I've already loosened the lug nuts. If you happen to crack or break one of those, or if one is loose and goes flying off when you're traveling, they're cheap. I'll put a link up. I bought an extra set of 5 because I needed a couple. I did break one. I did lose one. And they're like $6 or $7 on Amazon. So I'll put that link down below as well. Okay, I'm on the back corner here. And I don't know if it'll show, but there's a hole here. And that hole is a 1/2 inch. So in order to jack this up, this is going to go through and up it goes. And then from the side here, I'm going to jack it up just far enough so that the tire is just off the ground. I've already loosened the lug nuts, as I said. And now it is off the ground. Well, hello there, Cassie. Come on, in the house. Come on. All right, so it's off the ground. Cool. Okay, so they're loose now. I just got to get these lug nuts off. And off it comes. All right. Easy peasy. Mount the tire. Get all the lug nuts on. Just get them all snug. I'll tighten them up after I let the Trailer back down. To drop the trailer, I just step on the lever. Down it goes. And last thing is I will tighten those up and torque them to 60 foot-pounds. That's the spec for this trailer. One last thing, these tires come with a recommended air pressure of 50 psi. And I should be good for another 4 to 5 years, maybe 6. So if you stuck around till now, thank you so much. And until next time, please take care.